Hello, and welcome back to my podcast where I talk about the Bible and just Jesus in general. And on the last episode, I read Genesis 1, the beginning, and I read it to Adam and Eve, and that's where I'm going to pick up right now. And I hope you enjoy, and here we go. Adam and Eve. This is the account of the heavens and the earth, when they were created, when the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. Now no shrub had yet appeared on the earth, and no plant had yet sprung up, for the Lord God had not sent rain on the earth, because there was no one to work on the ground. But streams came up from the earth, and watered the whole surface of the earth, and watered the whole surface of the ground. When the Lord God formed a man from dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. Now the Lord God had planted a garden in the east, in Eden, and there he put a man he had formed. The Lord God made all kinds of trees grow out of the ground, trees that were pleasing to the eye and good for food. In the middle of the garden were the tree of life, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. A river watering the garden flowed from Eden, from where it was separated into four headwaters. The name of the first is Siphon. It winds through the entire land of Heval, where there is gold. The gold that is the land is good. Aromatic resin and onyx are also there. The name of the second river is Gihon. It winds through the entire land of Cush. The name of the third river is Tigris. It runs through the east of Ashur, and the fourth river is Euphrates. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. Like I said, I haven't read the Bible, so I'm just trying my best right now. The Lord God took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to work on it and take care of it. And the Lord God commanded the man, "You are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. For when you eat from it, you will certainly die." The Lord God said, "It's not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." Now the Lord God had formed out of the ground all the wild animals and all the birds in the sky. He brought them to the man to see what the man would name them. Whatever the man called each living creature, that was its name. So the man gave names to all the livestock, the birds in the sky, and the wild animals. But for Adam no suitable helper was found. So the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep, and while he was sleeping he took one of the man's ribs and then closed up the place with flesh. The Lord God made a woman from the rib he had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man. The man said, "This is now bone of bones, bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called a woman, for she was taken out of man. That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh." Adam and his wife were both naked, and they felt no shame. Hmm. Oh, that is actually pretty interesting how God's like created a new human just from a part of like a rib. Which I mean, scientists are now working on, like copying cloning and stuff, but that's not getting well because we all know what happens when you try and play God. Bad stuff happens. That's why you don't try to play God. You just let God do his own work. And again, I'm sorry if I stutter and butcher some words. Um, it's hard for me to read sometimes, so I apologize for that. But I think it's actually pretty cool how, you know, just God did all this because, I mean, I don't know. It's just how he created a whole living being just from one part of someone else. That's just amazing to me. Because, I mean, I don't know. It's just, I just find it really cool how God can do that. And so many people hate him. I don't know why. So many people hate God when he does such good things. And I know God, I mean, I know people misunderstand God and it's hard to follow him and sometimes even hard to know what he's saying to you, but if you have faith and endure to the very end, you will be saved. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to endure to the very end and help whoever's listening endure to the very end with me. And I found it interesting how it said, that is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. I find that, I don't know, because I'm a little confused by it. Because, I mean, obviously, you're not combined into one human being. That'd just be, weird. But I think what he's trying to say is you two are now, you're united. Like it said, you are united, you are now one. Not physically, but spiritually and mentally, you are now one. And you must take care of each other because you are responsible for each other. You're not responsible for each other's happiness. That comes from whatever you do. But you are responsible for your spouse and making sure they stay alive. You have a nice long life with you. And I know some people get divorces and it doesn't work out, and that just means that that wasn't the right person for you. There's no shame in that. There's no shame in just trying things out. I mean, no shame in breaking up. No shame, I mean, in cheating. That there should be shame in that. You should not cheat. That's big no-no. But y'all can do what you want. I'm not like telling you what to do. I'm just telling you guys my perspective on things. Yeah, I think that is it for this episode. Like I said, I'm just gonna be just reading the Bible and just trying to gain more knowledge from it and probably help whoever's listening too about it. And again, I'm sorry if this is my first time doing this. I'm not really good with speaking out loud. I have a stutter and I get very confused on words and I butcher words a lot. So I hope you can forgive me for that. Well, I hope whoever is here has a wonderful rest of their day, evening, or night, or morning if you're listening to this in the morning. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.